And I said, I'll stay 1 year, then 2 years, then 3 years, and now 33 years. So that's how we got here. There's no real plan. Just, I want to come study Chinese. I want to find out what is China really like, and then leave, but never left. In 1994, we drove around China, but the reason we did that is I first started writing letters home to let family and friends know what China's really like. And then I started writing articles about China because the media was always kind of twisting things, so I wanted to show different perspective. But some foreigners got very angry with me. They say, you say China is developing, but that's only on the coast. In the interior, in the west, it's not developing. I said, how do you know? You've never been there. And they said, well, how do you know? You've never been there. I thought, that's true. So if I really want to be honest, I need to go myself. So I bought a van in '93. We were pretty amazed. It really was developing in all of China. It was so poor. It's really discouraging to see such poverty. But even in '94, the government's already putting money into new roads and electricity and houses and the hospitals and schools. And very poor and simple, but they're doing something. I thought, what a waste of money, because in such a poor place like Ningxia or some places in Tibet, will they ever earn the money back? It's not economically logical. But then I realized this is like the old Chinese saying, if somebody's hungry, you give them a fish, they eat one day. You teach them to fish, they eat for a life. So they're building the infrastructure so people can lift themselves out of poverty. You see, it's a very fast trip. It's like riding a horse looking at flowers, you know? We went around very fast, but it showed us every corner of China. Every place has developed. Not just pieces to showcase, to show foreigners, the whole country. I was amazed because we went back to the places that we saw in '94, like Ningxia. Ningxia was so poor back then. It was like one color, dirt. But these places now not only have developed, but they developed and at the same time they greened. I've got photographs I took in Ningxia and Jiayuguan Desert. 25 years ago, it was just dirt, sand. Today it's green. But what really moved me is the volunteers. Like teachers and doctors and students from Xiamen University, a lot of Xiamen University for a long time helping Ningxia and Tibet, and especially the party secretaries in these really small, poorest villages. They call them the first party secretary. I got a new nickname. I call them barefoot secretary, because 50 years ago they had barefoot doctor, because the doctor lived with the poor people. Today these secretaries live with the poor people, and they know every family, and they know the situation, and they know the problems, and they help them develop. And one other thing impresses me is that people are so grateful. I had two farmers, one in Ningxia, one in Yunnan, both say the same thing. They said, 25 years ago, we were frogs in the bottom of the well. We only see a small part of the sky. And they said, both of them said, today we're free. I said, why? And they said, good policy. I said, why good policy? They said, because the government knows our problems and they care for us. So the biggest country in the world, biggest population, to be able to do that. If China can do that, a lot smaller countries should be able to fight poverty too. In a Hong Kong South China Morning Post a few years ago, an Englishman said, the biggest difference between China and the United States is not that one is socialist and one is capitalist. He said the biggest difference is one country is run by engineers, China, and the other is run by lawyers. America, 44 presidents, 25 are lawyers. But the Chinese, a lot of the leaders really are engineers, and they have practical skills to build the country. And the more I learn about China's history, the more I see this isn't new. 300 years ago, an English politician, Eustace Budgell, 1731, I think, he said, the whole world knows China has the big inventions. But he said China's greatest thing is the art of government. How can China, the biggest country in the world, have precision poverty alleviation? Because it has precision government. They have a problem, if it's deforestation, urbanization, desertification, it's very precision in how they do it. So if they can do precision poverty alleviation, I have faith they can do precision fighting COVID-19 or precision fighting any other modern problem. That's why I have faith in China. Last year I came back from the US in March 21st. At that time the media was saying China was the worst place in the world for the virus. But my wife and I came back anyway, even though it didn't look bad in America. I said, in a short term, China will be the safest place.